Here we are, we're coming to our Portage area.
Just gonna go off what my scouting reports say.
All right, Coach. We're doing pre-section preview here. We're the weekend before the section meet. And first thing, maybe could you talk a little bit about the history of Rosemount High School in section, well, we're in section 3 now.
Yeah, well, we traditionally were in section 1 for years.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Probably
it
30
from its birth.
Probably
right?
30 years.
Yeah.
Well, in the early district years, I think we were technically Region 4.
Okay.
But they never qualified. They couldn't get out of the district.
Yeah.
But we've been in Region 1 AA, as it was known then, and then Section 1 AA.
Yeah.
And we were there through 2002.
Yeah.
We qualified in 2002. We also had qualified in 1990. I wasn't with the
I
program.
got second in the state, more than
Second in the
qualified.
state, yeah, 1990. Chad Duffy and Aaron Korstad led that team. John Ryan, Drew Hendrickson were some of the key guys there. And then we qualified in 2002 behind Jason Quarford. We had no individual qualifiers that year, nobody in the top 10 with that. And then the Minnesota State High School League, when they did their sectioning,
I remember that.
thought we were a western suburb. Kind of like, for the adults out there, that the Atlanta Falcons and Atlanta Braves were Western Division teams.
On the eastern seaboard.
Yeah, that's right. Doug Groh used to always argue in the Minneapolis Tribune that just for kids learning geography, they should move them out to the east. But anyways, we were out in the Section 6 for 4 years at Dale Woods, and we actually had some success and qualified in 2006, and we're state runner-up that year.
They used to call it the section of death, right? Because it was almost impossible to qualify.
That's what some had called it, yeah.
And then we qualified.
We qualified, and then we've been now in Section 3 since 2007. Yeah,
Right, so this is going to be our 18th year coming up.
Yeah, and then we've
So there's been 17 Section 3 experiences.
Yeah, and so that's kind of our natural home. I mean, Valleywood Golf Course
Every year we've been
is
there.
literally, a few miles away from here. And we had the 1 year when Valleywood was being redone. We ran at the U of M as part of a doubleheader with Section 4.
Now, how many times have we qualified? I'm talking Section 3 now, in the 17 years we've been here.
I think 16 overall, so I think 14. Would be.
Okay.
I think that's right.
14 out of the 17. That's pretty good.
I think so.
And the meet, I know we'd love to win it, but it really is a qualifying meet. Top 2 teams qualify.
Yeah, it's a qualifier. It's one of the last sports that not just a section champion qualifies. And that goes back to we had when all the multi-class stuff was starting to come into play, we still had 16, 17 teams in our section.
Yeah.
And then one of the things was there was a push for 3-class cross country, which quite honestly doesn't really affect us.
No. But it does affect the section meet.
It does. And so now we have 9. We're the only section with 9. All the others have 8 or less. And so it is a little bit different. And
not quite a big of meet.
No, it doesn't quite have the same juice, but it does. And the top 2 still qualify. But you just don't have as many people there. That's what I'm getting at. It's still a great meet. It's got plenty of juice in that regard, but it's different having less
8 teams or 9 teams versus 16.
It really is, yeah.
Yep. So let's just talk about, so we'd love to qualify. We have a solid shot.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Bloomington Jefferson, Egan can be right in there as well.
Well, Bloomington Jefferson's a defending section champion, and they return basically their whole team.
Right.
So you've got Alex Allstad, you got Patrick Allstad, not necessarily in that order.
Yeah.
You got the defending section champion, Miles Bassett.
Yeah.
And then you've got Logan Young. And then they got a 5, 6.
They're formidable team.
Woods, Woods, Luth. They've got some guys. Jefferson they do a nice job over there. They've really come around the last few years, especially.
Yep. And Egan, solid. Noah Daniels ran great at the conference.
Daniels. Liam Frank is steady. Ethan
all
Wilski.
conference. Yeah.
Egan's got a good squad.
So they could qualify, but we're hoping we can qualify.
Well, and then the other is, Brad Narvison and now Jesse Nelson at Park. I mean, they got 3 solid guys.
Yeah.
Eli Furchow, Gavin Stoffer, I think are the guys. Henry, maybe Joa or something like that. So Park's, 3
guys. I mean, like
Park's
low
got
16s.
3 solid. Liam Merrill of Burnsville, and then
by the way, a little bit of trivia here.
Soares of Apple Valley as well.
Yeah. Jess Nelson. I coached him, one of the coaches at Park. I coached him as a 9th grader at Sioux Falls O'Gorman in 1990. when I was coming back from the Peace Corps, and I was just kind of subbing in the district in Sioux Falls, and he was a little tiny little freshman. And now there he is coaching at Park.
And the irony is, in 1990, the other co-coach, Brad Narvison, I was teammates with his brother Mark Narvison in college.
See, cosmic forces do exist in the world.
They do.
Okay, so and then individually for us, I mean,
well, we're running our 7 guys that we've got, and they've been real solid all year, to be honest, and we expect nothing less than this qualifier coming in to the meet, and then we should probably then mention our 2 alternates, Quinn Zeisler and Clayton Bill, and they'll be part of.
Ran great at the conference.
If we can move it along. They'll be great Monday Night Lights.
Monday Night Lights, I forgot all about that. That's right. Yeah. Little preview, we got against Stillwater, 3 sections. Have the sections been formed yet?
We've kind of finalized our heats.
Yeah.
So there's a girls' heat, and then there'll be 3 heats of the boys.
Guys,
It's a dual meet with Stillwater under the lights, 3,200 on the track.
Yeah.
Should be a great atmosphere. This is our 4th year we've done that, and we've been talking history. Yeah. When we were in Region 1, Section 1, there was an actual JV competition that we used to do.
We love that.
And then we went to Section 6, and they had what's called the lefty-right on a Monday.
We went a few years to that.
And we did, and the reason we switched then to what Math and Science Academy did one at Battle Lake, we switched is because you may or may not recall, but our school district didn't have school on that Monday after MEA, and so that's when the meet was, and that was just a...
Perfect.
Yeah, that was No, it was tough not having school.
Kids wouldn't show.
Well, it just was a mess. You couldn't check in with the day before. It just was a mess. And so then after the doubleheader with Section 4, we were invited to do the JV meets. We used to do the Section 4 JV meet.
Yeah.
We'd go over there with them and battle Stillwater there.
Section 3 team battling for the Section 4 JV title.
Right, and then so then that's when Section 4 got rid of their JV meet, because when we went to 3 classes, they got rid of the JV meet. So then
a lot of sections have 2 section meets on the same course, and now no room for the JV stuff.
So then we got this with Stillwater. We started with Scott Christensen. We've continued with Ryan Miller.
Year 4, right?
Yeah, and we continue with Ryan Miller. So we've got 4 years.
And this could play a role in the power rankings.
From what I've seen, I don't know if it's published anywhere on a website, but from what I've seen, Wayzata is 1. And on the last one, Mounds View was 2, Stillwater 3. Lakeville North was 4. We were 5, and Edina was 6. And after that, but Stillwater beat Mounds View's JV, I believe, at the conference meet. So that should open the door a little bit. I don't know how much.
So you're saying if we don't really score this, it's a time trial meet, but
but we don't score, but some people do.
Yeah. Okay, we can talk to those people, and I think they are one of those guys on that committee is on the power ranking committee.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they may sometimes people show because it's open to anybody. I mean, it's a public high school.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to the Monday Night Lights. That should be really fun. We're looking forward to the section meet.
Yeah.
So looking good. All right. See you, fans.